Okay, we have done the properties file.
Yeah. Properties file we did,
Uh,
hash table we did.
okay. Properties file, we have done it. Okay, now we are moving towards Excel file. Okay, so any problem, anything you want to ask?
No, it was very fine. I'm like getting confident on whatever you're teaching
Mm,
exactly right now, understanding and
mm,
exactly working on it. I'm able to, yeah, do it. But without that video, suddenly, like if you ask me to do, I'll get a little bit struggled. But seeing your videos, I'm able to
yeah.
immediately try the same and able to. I did not see any issues so far.
Okay, okay, let's do one thing now. We will in read JSON file. Okay, now what is JSON? First of all, we will say JSON example. First, we will start with the I don't want to confuse you with the different. Now, sample one. Yeah, this is now say open with notepad. Now, this is your simple JSON.
Okay.
It's a just same concept. Key, value, key, value, key, value. The same concept is there. Okay,
Hmm.
but just the thing that it has kept in this curly brackets. Okay, this is a JSON thing.
Okay.
Okay, now say if I'm right about write a thing like say new package, say JSON read. Okay, now inside this package I will go for the new class and say uh, read JSON. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
main method finish. Okay, now to read JSON. Now suppose if I say date d equal to new date. Okay, now
Okay.
it will give me error, but what I hover over it, I say import date java.util. Now it has include this thing. Okay, now if I look over here,
But you're
it
only
is.
creating the object date, right? Oh,
Mhm.
oh, okay. You created a class.
Yeah, I have created a class. This is my class, and then I have created this one. This is an inbuilt thing.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I was like, the class name is not date like that. I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Now it has some jar file included. I don't know that which jar file it has included for date thing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it says java util.date. Now these are the jar files. Okay, now that is included in my can say project. Okay, now if I go over here and say JSON
Mm-hmm.
simple maven. Okay, now
JSON simple maven.
yeah,
Okay.
this is the thing that we are going to use and say here JSON simple. Then go to your bundle.
I see JSON simple maven. I did not see.
JSON Maven is a Maven repository. If you
Okay,
see,
okay, okay.
just say JSON simple Maven. It's a
Mm-hmm.
Maven repository. You will get to know what is this in the coming classes. Now it's a JSON dot simple. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going for this thing
Mm-hmm.
and say JSON simple. Okay. Now you have to look for the thing. This is the thing. This is the version name. Click on this.
Mm. Latest
Okay.
version.
Yeah, latest or which have the maximum downloads. Now after that, go for this bundle thing. Click on
Okay.
this bundle. Now it will download you JSON simple 1.1.jar. It will download your jar file. Okay, now copy this jar file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go to your project, uh, create a new folder and say jars. You can name it anything. This is not a thing. Why I'm name it anything jars? Because suppose if I want to give my project to you,
Mm.
okay, now if that I can include the jars from here as well. I can include this thing in my project from here, but I want that everything is in under my project. Okay,
Yeah.
so I will okay, now it is here.
Mm-hmm.
Now after that, what you have to do, right click on your folder, okay, and then go to your properties. Okay, now go to Java build path. Okay, here under the libraries, this is libraries. Okay,
Okay.
click on class path. Okay, then click on add external jars. Okay, now after that, uh,
Add library. Yeah. Okay.
add yeah libraries under Java build path. Java build path. Click on these libraries, then click on class path. Okay, then click on add external jars. Okay, now you have to give the path of your uh, say okay.
This is the file that you copied. That is what now that is
No,
what
no,
you're
no,
doing.
no, 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 no. Just look at me here again. What I have done, I have just download that jar, make a folder of jars name, and paste my jar. Now I have to include this jar into my project. How to include this jar into my project? Right click on my project name, go to
Mm.
your properties.
Mm.
Okay, there click on Java build path, and here click on libraries. Here
Okay. Okay.
libraries,
Uh-huh.
then click on class path,
Okay.
then click on add external jars.
Okay.
Okay, here now uh, eh,
Should we copy it that one or?
no, I'm here giving a path.
Okay. Okay.
Which one? Let's workspace one. I think so. We have started with 5 August. Yeah, this one. Java Basics jars. Now here, click on this and click on open. Okay, apply, then apply and close.
Okay.
Okay, now if you see when I applied over here,
Mm-hmm.
you see reference libraries.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has come. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is the path of my reference library. Okay, this is how you include external jars.
Okay.
Okay, now mm, mm, okay. Okay, now first of all, what will we do? We will create a JSON. It will
Mm.
help you. It will help you to understand that what is JSON. Okay, now I say JSON object student one equal to new JSON object. Now
Okay.
it is giving me error right now. What will I do?
Mm-hmm.
You see, if
You have to include the libraries.
yeah, import JSON object. What is that?
Um,
JSON dot simple. You see over
the from the jar we have to include.
yes,
Yeah.
we will include this now.
Because this JSON is an input inbuilt object, inbuilt class.
Yeah, it's not an inbuilt class. We have include this class.
Okay. Okay.
It's not an inbuilt class. We have included this JSON simple. This is the helpful for reading and writing, or you can say reading and creating a JSON. Now, how we will
Okay.
create a JSON? We will see. Now, student one dot
Mm-hmm.
put now put say. name is student one. Okay. Now
Mm.
say again student.
So this put will come because you include JSON, or is it? Oh no, put
This
is
is
normal.
this is the thing how we will inserting the data into our JSON.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now say city, say Delhi.
Okay.
Okay.
That JSON should be capital or what? Or it's our
It's a
J.
thing. It's an inbuilt thing. I have
Okay.
not. I have not. It's an inbuilt thing. You have to write it like this only.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Now I say student one. Okay. To JSON string. Okay. Now if I run this, now you see the same thing which I have showed to you here. You see,
So this file name is student, right?
I'm creating. I'm not saying. I'm not creating a JSON. I have not put anything into anything. I have just created a JSON. I have
Yeah,
just
the
created a
JSON name
JSON.
is what? JSON name.
Which one?
That file you had one
No,
notepad,
no, no,
right?
no. No. That's a different. I have showed you that what is. I have put my JSON into that no, file. No, don't
Okay,
go
okay.
to that. This is how your JSON looks like. This is JSON thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You should worry about these things. I will tell you that how to read them. But first, we will create a JSON. This is how your simple JSON looks.
But you're
Name.
you're just writing in a console, not in any file or
No, no,
anything.
no,
Oh,
no.
okay, that is where I got
I'm
confused. Okay.
yeah. I'm writing in my console that you see student one, this is a JSON object, and I
Mm-hmm.
have write in the console. Okay, and the same thing it like key value. The same thing we have done in the properties file. Key value,
Yeah, yeah,
key
yeah,
value. Here representing of thing is different. Key value, key value. Okay,
yeah.
I can add as many keys as I want. Okay, the same
Mm-hmm.
thing here. You cannot add duplicate keys. Okay, now, this is one, you can say one object. Now, if I say I want to add multiple, I say student 2, student 2, and student 2. Say student 2 and say from Hyderabad. Okay, now if I run this, it will give me two JSON objects.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can say now this is JSON object. Okay, because it is starting with curly brackets. Now you know that array is starting with the square brackets. Now I will what I will do, I will add these JSON to array, to
Okay.
JSON array. Say JSON array. Okay, say name it as details equal to
Should we
new.
say string or no? Okay, string.
No, no, that
Oh,
is I'm using the inbuilt thing that is of JSON simple. If I calling the object of JSON that is known as JSON object. If I'm calling the array of JSON that is known as JSON array.
okay.
Okay. So JSON array. Now if you see when I do this, it includes the JSON array, JSON.simple.json array.
Yeah,
Okay.
automatically it didn't.
Okay. Now what I will do, I say details dot add student one. Okay. Now if I say syso and say details dot to JSON string. Okay. Now, if I run this, now this is my array. Now, what is the difference between this and this?
Uh, that's one second. What's the
Mm-hmm.
difference?
Mm-hmm.
hold on. Oh, this one is coming like as a pair within the square bracket.
Yes, this is known as array. When I talk
Yeah.
about array, this is a very important thing.
Okay.
Just remember this. Okay, now what will I do?
Okay.
I will add second detail. Now,
Oh,
you see. Now,
mm.
if I want, say, I will add student 3, say
So
student
everything will be
3.
printed as array.
Okay, now what will I do? I will add student 3 detail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now sorry, student 3. Okay, now you see
Mm.
it has this is the third object, second object, JSON object, and first JSON object. Now, suppose if I copy this, suppose first I will copy this. Okay, now go to my Google and just type JSON viewer.
Formatter.
I want to view the JSON,
Mm.
JSON viewer. Okay, you can go for any JSON formatter. You can go for, suppose if I go with this side, JSON view.stack.hu. I will paste it over here. This is simple. I just click on format.
Mm-hmm.
City, Delhi, name, student one. So
Yeah.
it will show me the name. Now if I click on this viewer, you see, city,
Yeah.
Delhi. Now what is this saying? This starting with your curly brackets. No square brackets here. Okay. This is
Mm.
simple JSON object. Okay. Again, I will go with the JSON viewer. And what will I do? I will just copy this one, my JSON array
Mm-hmm.
here. Go here and click on format thing. So
Okay.
what is the difference between this and this? That this contains multiple
Many.
many JSON objects. This is
Mm-hmm.
single JSON object,
Yeah.
and these are multiple JSON objects. First JSON object, second JSON object, third JSON object with the
Mm-hmm.
same name but different value. Same name, different value. Same name, different value. Same name,
Yeah.
different value. Same name, same key, or you can say same key,
Different value.
city, but values are different.
Yeah.
Okay. And if I click on viewer, now you see it says you have three
Oh,
JSON.
okay.
You have three JSON objects. What I have
Mm-hmm.
done here, I have made three JSON objects. This is first JSON object. This is second JSON object. This is third JSON object. And I have add these all three JSON objects into one array. I have add these three JSON objects into one array. You should see like three JSON objects, one array. If it starts with this one. Now, trick to what I'm telling you, it's a trick. Like
Okay. Mm-hmm.
if I'm talking about this or this thing. Right now, I'm just creating it, so I'm not worrying about the thing. But when I going to read it, I will definitely look into this. But right now, I'm just creating it. Okay, just don't right now. Just don't go into this. Now you have three things. Okay, now what will I do? This is the thing, everything. Uh,
1 second, can you go up? Did you create this as a main class or uh, I don't see any main
uh,
static queue. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I want to run this, I have to include main
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Just to confirm, I did. Yeah, I know, like you would
Okay.
have used, but
Mm.
I missed
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Now what I have done, I have created three JSON objects and I have add that three JSON objects into one array. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now what will I do? Now I will again. take a JSON object, say student details equal to new JSON object. Now,
You're creating the object now.
this is the thing. Now, this is the format.
Mm-hmm.
I will just change this into this. Okay. Now, what will I do? Now, here, say name city. Again, I will take a key. Say student details. Key can be anything. It depend on you. Now, I will add this array into this JSON. Okay. And what will I do? I will
Student
say
details is not a class name. Where did you get it? Once again, it is the is this the you I think I got missed. Can you student is the class name, right? Where did you get student detail?
where is the student class
Oh, no,
name?
no, 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 no. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. You created a new one, but for the JSON object. Okay.
This is the inbuilt class.
No, no, that is fine. Usually, uh, when we create a new class, right? When we create a reference to an object, right, to the class, we used to say you use a defined word. We used to say, but class name always class name will come first. Then we give the object reference. Like that, we'll do here. It is little bit different. That is what I was trying to say. So so the student detail is
The,
the user defined name.
yeah,
And
it's my defined name. I can do it like one, two, three, four, five, six.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can name
yeah,
it as any. I can name it as any. But this is my class name. It cannot be. I cannot like say object one, object two. No, this is the inbuilt class name which I have included by JSON.simple.
yeah, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Now what I have done first, I have make an object, simple JSON object. What I have doing here, if I just comment this one and run this, this is a simple object, JSON, simple JSON. Now I have done, now I have made two JSONs,
Okay.
then I have made three JSONs,
Yeah.
three JSON objects. I have made three JSON. Now in this step, what I am doing, I have made an array and
Array.
then I put all my JSONs, then I put all my JSONs into one array.
Mm-hmm.
All my JSONs, this is first JSON, second JSON, third JSON. This is a one array. Now what I am
Yeah.
doing, I am putting that array into
Into a
my
string.
into my new JSON object. Now if I
Okay.
run this, you see this is the latest JSON. Now if I go over here, go to my JSON viewer, okay, now paste it over here and format it. Now you see here it is starting with curly. This whole
Yeah.
thing, it is inside my JSON object. Now
Mm-hmm.
this is a key and this whole array is one value for this key. Getting my point? If I look over here, now you see
Yeah, yeah,
JSON
yeah.
object and one array is inside the JSON object. Okay, now these are different JSON objects.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how your JSON is made.
Abjit, one second. Yeah, and
Hmm.
this one, I wanted to check one thing
Mhm.
here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can you go a little bit down? Okay. When you create this part until that. No, no, no. That after you created a JSON array, right? After that, what did you do? You created one thing.
I have
Yeah.
created now. I have again created a JSON object. What I am doing first, I'm creating a JSON object, three different JSON objects. Then I have put that three JSON objects into one array, and
Yes.
again I have put that one array into my JSON object.
So what is the purpose of the last one? The last step. What is the
I
purpose of doing?
the purpose is nothing. I want to show you that I can do it. Now, if you see, suppose if I'm talking about this, this is one array.
Yeah.
Okay, now what is this key value? Key
Yeah. Key
value.
value.
Okay, this is the first JSON object,
Uh-huh.
second JSON object, and third
Yeah.
JSON object. Now, if I'm
Yeah.
talking about here, now this is the
Mm-hmm.
key value, first JSON object, second, third. Now, what is this JSON object is inside one array. Now, this one array is act as a single value for this key.
Okay.
This is the key, and what is the value of this key? This is the value.
Detail student. Yeah. Student detail is a single key.
Key. And
Yeah.
this whole array is a single value for this key.
Yeah.
Okay. I have showed you like I have contained this is a JSON object, a key, and its value is whole array.
Yeah, one
Okay.
second, can you go to the coding, like the JSON object you created, right? Yeah. So the JSON object, you created a key, and
Hmm.
then you're passing you're putting the value.
Value. I can put simple value as well. What I can do, I can say add this thing. Okay, now what it will be? Now simple JSON can be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but what I have done, I have put a value as an array. This whole is a value for this key. So what I have
Yeah,
done, I have put a value. Which value? What is value type? Value is type of an array.
which is inside the details.
Yes, which is the value of the this student details.
Yeah.
This key
Mm-hmm.
value. Okay, so this is how we created a JSON. This will help you when we do some bigger projects, but right now just consider that this is a JSON. Okay,
Okay.
now what will I do? I say, yeah, now I will, uh, this file is known as uh, refactor rename.
So what are we doing now? Refactor.
Actually, I'm changing the name of this file because here we have, yeah, new name, local variable, rename. I'll write it that and create JSON.
Mm-hmm.
So we have created a JSON over here. Okay. Okay, if I run this. Okay. Now, now I will make a new file class, or can say new class, and name it as read JSON. Include my main method. Okay. Now I will read. This is my sample one.json. Say
The
this
first one
is
we did was creating a JSON. Now we are reading
created.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the JSON that is included in my file sample one. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if I go to properties, you see extension of dot JSON. Okay. So
Oh,
when
you created and you saved in the desktop.
yeah, I have created in desktop and it's a extension of dot JSON.
Okay.
Because a type of file, if you see your JSON file,
Yeah. Yeah.
dot JSON with the extension of dot JSON, JSON. Okay,
Okay.
so and you can open it in any IDE or you can say anything. I can open it in Notepad, I can open Notepad plus plus, I can Visual Studio. I can open this thing in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what will I do? I just copy this JSON. Okay, and include in my package sample1.json.
So what
Okay,
did you do? You right clicked and you said
paste.
include in the package.
No, I have just right click and paste it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now
So wherever the package is there, we have to paste it.
Yeah, I am why I'm including this in my suppose again I'm repeating if I want to give this project to you, now everything is there. I can even include this from my download. Just say I have just right click on this and give my path like this here. But
Okay.
why I'm including everything in my project so that in the future if I'm going to give this project to you, so everything that is I have included is belong to this project only. It is
Okay.
already all things are present in this one. Okay, now what will I do? Yeah, we have done something. Yeah, this thing. Okay, say yeah. Now after this will give me a project name. After that we have the uh, folder as JSON read, and after that we have sample one dot JSON. Okay, now
Mhm.
what will I do? I will just first say file reader, the thing which we have to use in say this is the input stream. Now here we will use file reader equal to new uh, file. I will just include this one first.
We have to import
Mm. Yeah,
what we have to import for this file.
yeah, this one,
File. Okay, IO file.
and pass my path into this. Okay, and it will say add throws declaration. Okay, now after that I will say JSON parser. Okay, so this thing, all this thing is the syntax thing. Don't go
Okay.
too deep into this. Just know the how to read the path. You have
Mm-hmm.
read the JSON. Just follow this thing. Okay, new JSON parser. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
now I will say now if you see now the thing that tricky thing comes. Now when you see like this sample one, if I just open this one, okay. Now if you see over here how your JSON is starting
With the parenthesis.
with the curly brackets.
Okay, with the curly bracket. Yeah.
Okay, now when I talk about the curly brackets, I'm talking about JSON object.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the
But
tricky
that is
thing.
not array, right? I mean, no,
No,
that is
no,
not. Ah,
I'm not talking about now. When I talking about this thing, I'm talking about JSON object, and when I'm talking about curly thing,
mhm.
I'm talking about JSON
Array.
array.
Okay, okay. I got
Okay,
it. I got it.
now so now how your JSON is starting with curly brackets?
Sorry, sorry. I just. Ah,
Now when I talking about JSON, now how is JSON starting with curly brackets?
yes.
Okay, now when I say curly brackets, what I have told you, I am talking about
Object.
JSON. Okay, now if I
Yeah.
my start now, I will talk about JSON object. JSON object, say anything JSON equal to parser dot parse and my reader. Okay, now it will give me error that I have to pass this into my JSON object.
Yeah.
Okay, uh, wait, just give me add throws declaration. Okay, now if I say so, yes, I say JSON dot to string. I want to see that I'm able to read this JSON or not. Okay,
Mhm.
now if I run this, uh,
The
JSON
import is there, right?
file not found exception.
IO file we have to read.
Okay, this is a thing. Again, Java basics. What I will do, I will just copy this and include a new folder and say JSONs. Okay, I will say X copy paste. Okay, I will include this. Okay, now it has read. Okay, so
Mm.
this is how you read the JSON. Okay, now up you can say now I have to read this key. Okay, how to read this key? Say now what
Get
is this?
0.
No, no, no. Just say this is in the string format.
Yes.
This okay. Now I will say string uh, say
Array
anything.
position
String say uh, uh, anything say size
or
equal
length. Okay. Okay.
you can do you can name it as anything size 1 size 2 size 3 length 1 length 2 and see now say JSON
Mm-hmm.
dot get now I have told you about the key value thing. Okay,
Yeah.
now if you see I want to read this single thing. Now it will give me error. It will say convert this, add cast to string. No, because this is a JSON. What is JSON? JSON is a JSON object. I
Object
have to,
notation. Yeah.
yeah, I have to convert this object into a string. Okay. Now I will say as well, yes, say size. And now if I, now you see, I am passing
Mm.
the key and it is giving me value. Key value. Now suppose if I pass color here, then it will
It
give me
belongs to the key.
red.
Mm-hmm.
See, red. Now if I'm passing fruit, what it
App.
will give me?
Mm.
It will give me apple. I'm passing the key and it is giving me value. I'm passing the key
Mm.
and it is giving me value.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how to read simple JSON. Okay, now after that, if I look over here, my next JSON, say this one. Now you see what is it is starting with
Bracket. The
square brackets.
like yeah, the array bracket. Yeah.
Okay, if I just say format, now what is starting with array
Array bracket. Yeah.
or you can say square bracket.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I have told you about the square bracket, when I'm talking about square bracket,
It
I'm talking
becomes
about,
JSON array.
okay, now how it is starting with square brackets. Now, when it's starting with
No.
my curly brackets, I have taken JSON objects.
Object. Yeah.
Now it is starting with my square brackets. Now I will say new class and then I read JSON. This is sample 3.
Mm.
Okay, include my main method. Okay, and here just copy this and say include in my JSON. Now sample 3 JSON is there. What I will do, I will just copy this thing Okay, and sample 3, and here include my throws. Now, till this step, it is all the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I have started this as a JSON object because my JSON is starting with curly brackets. Now
Curly
my
bracket,
JSON is starting with square
square
brackets.
bracket.
So I'm not going for JSON object now. I will go with my JSON array.
Mm.
This is a trick. This is a trick to remember. If my JSON is starting with my curly brackets, I will start with my JSON object. Now, if my JSON is start with array, then or you can say square bracket, then I will start with JSON array.
Yeah.
This is a starting thing that how my JSON is starting. If starting with curly, go with object. If starting with square brackets, go with the array. Okay, now
Mm.
array, I say test data. Okay. Again, the same thing. I will do the same thing here. Parser.parse. Same thing I will do. But this time, here it is an JSON object, but here it is an JSON array. So I will parse into a JSON array.
Okay.
Okay. Same thing I will do. Just the difference is that I'm starting with array here, and here I am started with JSON object. Okay. Now the same
Mm.
thing I say here. Okay. Now,
Abjit, for today, like we will, I think this one I have to sure understand properly. Like,
mhm.
yeah. So, we will this topic alone today we will cover. I will try it, and then after that we can go to the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
topic. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know that it is a little bit
Yeah, this is
tricky
like
thing.
really right from
Uh,
the starting. It is like too much of steps. So anyhow,
mhm.
I
Just
know I.
just let me finish this. It's just a simple thing. I want, yeah, this to be end because I want to compare these two read JSON one sample three, sample one and
Okay,
sample
okay.
three. Okay, just go watch the recording, watch the video, and you will
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
understand the tricks which I am going to tell you. It is easy thing, not a difficult
Okay.
thing, just a easy thing. Now, what I have done, I have read the data. Now I am going to display it. Now I have displayed this thing.
Mm.
Whatever I have here, first name, last name, email. Here,
Mm-hmm.
first name. Now you see when I going for the create JSON thing, this is a thing I am creating. If I run this, this is a thing.
Yes.
Then I have included this as an in an array.
Yeah.
Okay, multiple JSON objects.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same thing. Multiple.
Mm.
Sorry. Your if I run this now, multiple
Values,
uh,
keywords.
s-
Wait.
sample three. Uh,
Student
yeah,
three is there, right? Yeah.
yeah. This is multiple JSON objects. This is the multiple JSON objects in one array.
Yes.
The same thing we have to done here.
Yes.
Okay. Now I have started with JSON array. Now I have entered this
Object. You ended with the started with the object.
array.
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. This one is array. Yeah.
Yeah, because now if you see now this is my what is this? This is my JSON
Array.
object. This thing is array, but
Ah.
this is an object.
Inside is object. Yeah.
Yeah. Now what will I do? Suppose if I want to, this is something that is if I suppose copy this. Sorry. Uh, yeah. This is first JSON object, second JSON object, third JSON
Yeah.
object, fourth JSON object, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay. Now I know that I what will I do? I can say SYSO. I can say test data dot uh, size.
Mm-hmm.
Now if I run this, What is the size of this array? 10.
Yeah.
Size of array is now. Suppose if I want to read my first JSON object, how will I read it? I say test data dot
You know,
say get.
sometimes I wonder like this when we give, if you ask particularly what is the place of that, how I don't know. Normally we use length to find the entire thing, right? But if they ask specific character,
Array. We are
uh,
talking about array. We are not
yeah.
talking about anything. We're talking about array. When we are talking
Mm,
about array, then it says get size. Size, you can say. Now, suppose if I want to read the first element,
mm,
I
okay.
say test data dot get 0. Okay. Now it has read the first element. Now, if I
Mm-hmm.
pass 1, what it will do? It will read the second second JSON object. You say last name Donny. It will when I pass 3. It will read the third JSON object. Okay, now I know that if I want to read for particular element, then I have to pass the particular number. Now I know
Mm-hmm.
that there are, if I get the size, I can use say 4 int I equal to 0, I is less than say your test
Mm-hmm.
data dot size and say I plus plus.
Okay.
Or I will just say in place of 1, I just pass I. I just comment this one. Now, if I run this, now you see, it will read all my JSON objects inside the array,
Yeah.
one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, this is a JSON object.
Yes.
Now, what will I do? I will take one JSON object at one time. Say JSON. Now I'm talking about which thing? Curly brackets. I'm
Yeah.
not talking about now when I talk in curly bracket, I have already told you what I'm talking about. JSON object.
Array.
JSON object. Curly brackets means JSON
Oh,
objects.
JSON object. Yeah. Yeah. A square is array.
Okay, now JSON object, say name it as anything. Suppose I will name it as uh, say JSON obj, okay, equal to test data dot get. Okay, now I have to convert into it JSON object. So I have to cast. Okay. Now I have my JSON objects one by one in this, and I have already told you how to read this. Suppose here I just copy this. Now from which JSON I have to read? This JSON. What I want
Yeah.
to read? Suppose if I want to read first name, first name, and first name. Okay. Now I will comment this one so that it
Mm-hmm.
will be easy for us to read now. And after that, I'll say sorry, so and say so that we can differentiate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now if I run this, okay.
Yeah.
Now
It's space. It
this
is.
is first JSON object. Then I
Mm-hmm.
have read the first name. This is the second JSON object, first name, third
Yeah.
JSON object, first name. Now I can read anything.
Mm-hmm.
Say now I will name read last name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the same thing I will go for the email option. You see? first name, last name, email. First name, last name, email. This is a JSON object. JSON object, first name, last name, email. JSON object, first name, last name, email.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is how you read your nested JSON. Now I will send you the sample one and suppose here.
Yeah, you can send me in that chat. I will save it.
I
Oh, yeah,
will
yeah.
send you in
Google.
the
Yeah, yeah. You can send me through email. Yeah. Anything is fine. Yeah.
say okay, okay, sample
Mm-hmm.
JSONs. Okay, what will I do? I will just say sample one. Where is sample one? Yeah, sample three.
I will watch this video again and I'll try.
Okay, now I will send you one more sample. Try
Okay.
to do it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a different thing, but it's a easy thing.
Okay.
Sample two JSON. I think so. This will be the one. Mm, okay, copy this. First, I will just send it to you. Sample two. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if I look over here, what I can view the my this is my sample. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing. Key, value, key, value, key, value, but key, this whole thing is a value. When I am give you the trick, when I'm talking about the curly brackets, I'm talking about my JSON object. And when I'm talking about square brackets, I'm talking about JSON array. Now your value is in the JSON object and your value is in the array. Now what I have done in this two sample one and sample three, combine both of the combined effort will be there into reading this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is very simple. If you are starting with curly, okay, now starting curly bracket, you are talking about JSON object. This step is always remain the same. The thing is that if you're starting with your array, starting with your square brackets, then go with the array. If you're starting with your curly brackets, start with the JSON object.
Okay.
Okay, just it's a simple thing. Watch it and try to use your brain. If you use it, then you will definitely do it.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, now try it by yourself. Now you have, I think so, 2 days with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Sunday on next class is Sunday only, right? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just do it.